Audrey Hurtado's case remained cold for 39 years, until police found a breakthrough in 2016. In the summer of 1977, 17-year-old Audrey Hurtado went to visit her sister and brother-in-law in Buena Vista. She'd been staying with her sister Dolores for about a week, when one day, on July 28th, she left Dolores' home with an unidentified young man that she had met earlier that day at a local park. She told Dolores that she was going on a walk with him, but when Audrey failed to return home later that night, Dolores and her husband Floyd quickly informed police and began their own search, alongside two of Audrey and Dolores' brothers. Police treated Audrey's disappearance as a likely runaway case. However, 2 days later, on the afternoon of July 30th, Audrey's body was found in a heavily wooded horse pasture. Audrey was fully dressed and had been stabbed numerous times. Eyewitnesses confirmed having seen Audrey walking with a man on the evening of her disappearance, who carried a hunting knife on his belt. A composite sketch of the person of interest in Audrey's killing was created and distributed by the police. They received many tips on the potential suspect and interviewed multiple people. One such person, their primary suspect, was only 15 years old at the time, and thus only identified to the public as CK. CK lived in California, but was visiting family just a block away from Dolores' house where Audrey had been staying. Sometime before the murder occurred, CK stole a knife from a nearby sporting goods store, but was forced by his family to return it when they had found out. Later it was found out that a similar knife was stolen from the same store, but was never returned. This second knife was consistent with the type of knife police identified to have been used in Audrey's killing. On account of A, being a minor, and B, living out of state, police had difficulty keeping CK in custody, and ultimately were unable to find strong enough evidence to tie him to the murder. He was released, police still keeping track of his whereabouts, until 1981 when he was killed in a motorcycle accident in his home state of California. Audrey Hurtado's case remained cold for 39 years, until police found a breakthrough in 2016. DNA had been collected from underneath Audrey's fingernails and been preserved. It was tested against DNA from a couple of CK's surviving relatives, and it was found to be entirely consistent with CK's genetic information. CK was posthumously named Audrey's killer, and after nearly 4 decades, the case was finally brought to a close. To learn a bit more about Audrey's case and 3 other cold cases that were solved decades after they occurred, check out my new video linked below.